what you need to know about your appetite and why it's so important for sustainable fat loss. What is your appetite? Well, your appetite is regulated by your metabolism. Let me repeat that. Your appetite is regulated by your metabolic rate, okay? And what is your metabolism? What is your metabolic rate? Your metabolism refers to the rate at which your body burns calories. So people with a high metabolism are going to have a strong appetite. People with a very strong appetite, a healthy appetite, a high level of appetite, those people are going to have a faster metabolism. So let me tell you why this is so important. Because if your goal is weight loss, if your goal is body fat loss, if your goal is muscle tone, if your goal is to have a lean, athletic physique or figure, you want a fast metabolism. You want to speed up the metabolic rate. You want to increase the metabolic rate. You with me on that? You want to boost the metabolism. You want to increase the rate at which your body burns calories, and you want to do it through a faster metabolism. Okay? Now, the reason this is important to know is because a lot of people have a suppressed metabolism. And I know that because they have a low appetite. Here's a good indicator. A lot of folks, when they wake up first thing in the morning, they have no appetite, they're not hungry, and they can't eat. You might be like that. You might know somebody like that. You might have a relative like that. And that indicates right away, that's a blazing red flag that they have a suppressed metabolism. So when you have someone that has a slow metabolism, all right, they have low appetite, they're never hungry, never have an appetite when they wake up. They might get a little bit hungry around 1 or 2 in the afternoon, whatever. How in the world does that person lose weight? Well, 9 times out of 10 or more, really 10 times out of 10, that person is going to strip calories. They're going to cut calories. If they ask a dietitian, a nutritionist, a doctor, a personal trainer, how do I lose weight? That person's going to tell them, eat less, right? Eat less. Well, when you have a very slow suppressed metabolism and you eat less, let me tell you what happens. It slows down the metabolism even more. Reducing calories suppresses the metabolism. All right, well, how do you speed up a metabolism? Well, you want to increase the appetite, and the way you increase the appetite is by boosting the metabolism. They go hand in hand, all right? How do I do that? Well, first thing in the morning when you wake up, if you got no appetite and you can't eat, the best way to boost your metabolism is to eat. Okay, well, what if I can't eat? What if I have no appetite? I get sick when I wake up if I try to eat. I've heard all these excuses. Okay, then here's the best thing you can do. When you wake up first thing in the morning, you got no appetite, you can't eat, I got that. Here's what you do. Drink water. I don't care if it's tap water, bottled water, distilled water. I don't care if it's Perrier water. I don't care if it's lukewarm, ice cold, or somewhere in between. Drink water. Let me tell you why. You haven't ate or drank anything for the last 8, 10, maybe 12 hours since the night before, right? So your body's underhydrated, if not dehydrated. So the very first thing you want to do is increase cellular hydration. All right, drink water. When you increase cellular hydration, here's what's going to happen. All the metabolic processes within the body are going to improve. They're going to become more efficient. They're going to function and fire and operate at a more efficient performance level. Increasing cellular hydration is the first step. And your appetite will bounce back eventually. It will come back. And you'll try to eat, 20 minutes later, try to get something down. And you got to eat the right foods in the right amounts for the individual. People say, well, just eat clean. Eating clean means nothing. Well, just eat healthy. Well, that's different for everybody. You're right, it is different for everybody. A 60-year-old obese woman with type 2 diabetes, fibromyalgia, and hypothyroidism is going to have, her healthy eating is going to be a lot different than mine will be. You with me on that? Now, there'll be some crossover, right? Apples are still healthy. Blueberries are healthy. Avocados are still, we could both eat avocados, but the amounts, the combinations, the carbohydrate levels are going to be a lot different. Everything's going to be different, okay? So, and this is where it gets tricky for a lot of people, because your nutrition, if you want to effectively boost your metabolic rate and increase your metabolism, not through exercise. Exercise is not gonna help you, especially if you're already doing it. Doing more exercise is never the solution. If you're sedentary, yes, you need to move around more. I'm with you on that. But if you're already in the gym 4 or 5 days a week doing spinning class, boot camps, personal training sessions, group exercise, whatever it is you do, doing more of that isn't going to solve your problem. And people think more exercise and cut calories is the solution. That's just going to slow down your metabolism more. So the way you boost your metabolism, the safest, most effective, and here's the key, the most sustainable. We don't want to lose 20 pounds and gain 40 back. We don't want to lose 10 pounds if we're going to gain 20 back 2 months later. And a lot of people do that, and they keep doing it. That's called a yo-yo diet, right? We don't want to do that. So what we want to do is we want to incrementally burn body fat slowly and safely, effectively, drop inches from the waist. We're going to gauge progress monthly, and we're going to do it month after month after month after month after month. And you're thinking, well, I can't sustain for 6 months, or I can't sustain for 12 months. And I'm going to tell you, you're right, because your diet stinks. Your diet's not designed correctly. Your nutrition program, your eating program, your meal plan, whatever you want to call it. You know, people say, well, I don't follow a diet. Diets don't work. Au contrary, you're always on a diet unless you're fasting. So we can throw whatever lingo out there you want to use. And people say, well, most of you guys, I agree, most of you guys can't even sustain a week, let alone a month. Because you're over-exercising, you're in too deep of a caloric deficit, your cravings are too high. There are a number of reasons. So how do you prevent that? Here's how you prevent it. Number one, your nutrition program must be customized exactly for you. You can't follow one you got off a magazine or your personal trainer copy and pasted for you. You got to have one that's customized for you. You got to go in and you got to, your age, your height, your weight, your gender, your somatotype, your waist measurement, your food preferences, your likes, your dislikes, your any diseases you have, any ailments you have, any medications you on. Are you on prednisone? Are you on Lyrica? Are you on birth control? Are you on antidepressant? Are you on thyroid meds? Are you on cancer meds? Are you in cancer treatment? I've had people going through radiation and chemo that actually burned. I had one lady lose 8 pounds of body fat. She was a little overweight, and everything improved. You know, and she's been in remission now for several years. So congratulations to her. Shows the power of smart, customized nutrition. But back to the point, I don't care if you have PCOS, IBS, Graves' disease, ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, Hashimoto's disease, hypothyroidism, type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and the list goes on and on. The list goes on and on. I gotta know your current diet, your current exercise routine. Everything has to be taken into effect. Okay? And that's why I've developed my top-selling oscillating macronutrient eating program. Click the link below. It's on my website. Okay, it's my top-selling program. And when you sign up, you're immediately going to be redirected to your evaluation. All right, as soon as you execute that transaction, you're going straight to your evaluation page. Take your time with it. If you want to take 1 hour or if you want to take 1 day, you take your time. Do not rush through it. And it's very professional. I gather all your information, and it goes to the database, and I build your program. And I've got over 550 successful client transformation case studies all on my website. I've got over 67 medical professionals that I've customized nutrition programs for. OBGYNs, oncologists, chiropractors, physician's assistants, dentists, ICU nurses, and the list goes on and on. So, guys, that's how you boost your metabolism with healthy, smart, customized nutrition. Remember, guys, don't ever let one bad meal beat you twice. And no matter what happened the last meal, you can always eat the next meal like it's the most important meal of your life. Wet Wolf Nutrition, wetwolftraining.com, signing out.